Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for NASDAQ, SPX and Dow Jones price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. Let's see the US stock indices today. What do we have? What we might expect starting with NASDAQ here. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5, wave 1 finished. We have a WX and a Y potentially also unfolding for wave 2. I doubt, of course, that we are in extension wave 4, meaning, of course, that a possible 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5. I doubt this. Despite that, it looks like corrective very sideways, but I believe that the market doesn't trust it anymore, especially within the time, because if there is something to unfold toward the upside, it would have done it. The time is already done for a wave 4 extension, and of course 5 waves are already done. We need a correction. Of course, whatever is going on in the market, I know that all this sideways during the last months are related, of course, to a lot of news and trying to hold on the market, pushing for upward by force. What I mean, of course, is the tweet of Mr. Trump, of course. Each time the market comes to dump, to do its correction as normal as it should do it, of course, because there is no escape from it. You finish 5 waves, the correction has to be done, whether you hold it or not. At the end, the market is gonna dump. 0.38 is the minimum requirement here before we push toward the upside. Therefore, of course, whatever is gonna happen, I believe the 0.38 of course is still a target. Now, of course, each time the market try to make its wave 3, of course some news comes in, some tweets come in every time, and this is of course what is called somehow kind of manipulation of the market. Each time we see the market coming to dump, then we come with a tweet to pump it. So that is totally manipulation, honestly. So we gotta be careful, of course. The things are going to reach this target, but if the things are going to continue in this way, like with every single drop, a tweet will come just to pump it a little bit. That means we gonna, of course, come to this area somehow like that, guys. Okay, so like it's gonna be a lot of overlapping, a lot of noise, and a lot of like no confidence, no trust anyway. And then, of course, at the end, well, the things might push toward the upside until the 0.38. There is no way to prevent this. Of course, we need this target, guys. However, the way that it's gonna be here, I don't know, guys, but at the end, we're gonna take this target, okay? But the problem is, yes, the volatility that it creates with those news and those tweets. Yeah, so the way toward the downside is not easy, and the timing is already running. Like we need, of course, this to push toward the upside sooner or later at the end, but we need to hit the target. We cannot force the market. This is a human behavior, of course, that we cannot really force it anymore. Yeah, so yeah, unless, of course, with an expanding flat. Yeah, the expanding flat. This is the only way where the market still think that something can still be reached for higher as impulsive, and then it change its mind after one more high and then pushing down. But this is 3 waves. But here even I don't see it. I see already a regular flat. So yeah, we'll see, guys. This is regarding NASDAQ. So for SPX, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5, where we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ending diagonal wave 1 finished as well. We need the target. We need the 0.38 sooner or later. Yeah, despite all the noise here that we have, the news up and downs, and of course the psychology that we have, there is no trust, there is no confidence in the market yet. And I'm not saying that it is dropping very massively. Yeah, of course, because of, as we mentioned before, that there are a lot of news, and somehow it's kind of manipulation, because each time that the market comes to open for a wave 3 downward, the news open here, and here. Yeah, so so that is very, very tricky, guys. Therefore, I'm still expecting that the market is gonna drop massively sooner or later, and aggressively, as I mentioned yesterday, sooner or later, because we cannot prevent this. Of course, the time also is required for this, and the fib level is also a must. Yeah, so it's a must for wave 2 here. We finished 5 waves upward, and we took the low, so nothing is pushing for higher. We took this low. We cannot have a potential extension anymore. And an ABC expanding flat for a wave 4 here, meaning this wave 4 finished over there for wave 5. I doubt it as well. Okay, it's not gonna happen. And that, that because of course the wave 4 doesn't reflect wave 2 there. So how it's gonna happen? So yeah, that's for SPX. I'm still looking, of course, for a target there in WX and a Y, somehow like this, sharp. It might be a new correction here. Be careful from the news always. Of course, the news, the tweets by Mr. Trump. So these are the only reason that the market is doing this. Yeah. So since months. Yeah. So we gotta be careful with this. For Dow Jones here, for Dow Jones, we are looking as well for the 1-to-1 here. I would say the wave 1 finished, and of course for the 1-to-1 as a zigzag potential or an WX and a Y, which it can reach, of course, the 0.38 minimum target, again 44,668, and of course the minimum requirement time has to be reached over there. It can be even deeper, reaching this area, the perfection for the time here, and then pushing toward the upside. ABC or WX and a Y. Internally, of course, I'm still looking for lower here. Of course, everything is overlapping again. Psychology plus news, psychology news, and tweets. This is exactly what is shaping the market right now. Okay, but at the end, the psychology is gonna win, guys. Okay, there is no trust, obviously, even in the tweets. Okay, it gives some fuel a little bit. It interrupts the market drop somehow, but at the end is gonna reach, of course, the target sooner or later. But the problem, it makes it simply unhealthy, yeah, for trading or for selling. And this is the purpose, of course, of doing that, like with the news and the tweets, guys. Yeah, so that you get scared of selling, which is it's not a stable sell here. Somehow they don't make the selling very affordable. Okay, in an impulse, this is the problem. And that's what makes right now selling very, very risky. But at the end, I think that, of course, the target are going to be reached. Whatever they do, it's going to be reached. Of course, it can be in a volatile way, somehow like this. But yeah, I mean, at the end, it's going to reach, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ending diagonal, and we push toward the upside. It's not a beautiful trade. This is a problem. I admit this, guys. Sorry to say this. Yep. So that was it for the stock market, NASDAQ, SPX, and Dow Jones. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye-bye. Before you leave, make sure to join our private Discord community. There you will get daily updates faster than YouTube, plus exclusive bonus trading signals for the gold, silver, Bitcoin, and stocks. You can also request one special technical analysis every day and get access even to our only members video on YouTube and also on Discord. And stay ahead, of course, with economic and political news that actually moves the market. And of course, we do regular Q&A sessions, so you can get your questions answered directly in the Discord. And of course, if you're serious about leveling your trading, the Discord link is below in the description and in the comments. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.